I'm Devin Levine. I'm the executive chef here at the BOK Center in the Cox Business Center. I had my first job in the kitchen in 1972 and never looked back. I've been doing this now. This is my 48th year, I believe it is. When I was about 12 years old, I was just short of 13. I was working at the Camelot Inn, the old Camelot down there on Peoria, and we used to have Sunday brunches every Sunday, and we always liked to put at least 3 or 4 ice carvings out there. Well, as the chef was doing ice carvings, I assisted him and helped and went and got his tools, a cup of coffee if he needed it. Yeah. And he started letting me kind of dig on the ice a little bit, and he saw I had a little bit of talent, so he just kind of let me do it. So for probably the next 4 years, I did about 3 carvings, 4 carvings every week for the Sunday brunch and other buffets that we had for clients. Later on, after I went on to Southern Hills Country Club in the Bank of Oklahoma, we had special parties, special functions, always holiday things, and I usually did all the ice for those as well. Back in the day, when I first started, we didn't have the luxury of power tools. We didn't have chainsaws, that wasn't the thing. Chainsaws were around, but nobody really thought, let's use a chainsaw to carve ice. So what we had is a 5-prong pick that you would pick away the large part of the ice, and then I had a couple little like wood carving tools, and I had a pocket knife. That's how I did the indentions and the niches in the ice to be able to catch the light. We tried to do it in a cool environment. You can also do it in the refrigerator, which helps, you don't lose all your details so quickly. But most of the time, most ice carvers are gonna like to get the piece done within 30 to 40 minutes. Because if you're putting definition down low and you're working up high, by the time you come back, you've lost some of that if the environment's a little warm. I tell this story. I was making Will Rogers High School, and I was spelling it out, W-I-L-L, all the way through. I can't remember how many blocks, 13, 14 blocks, something like that. I had them all up in place, and I was putting the W up, and I lifted it. This back when you just lift off the floor, and they originally start out at 300 pounds. By the time you take most of the ice off, there's still at least a couple 100 pounds. So I was lifting it up on the table, and I fell backwards, and the ice piece broke. And I only had 1 extra block to do it with. I actually had to get a carving done in less than 5 minutes because the party was starting, we were setting it up, and here I fell backwards and broke the W. So luckily I had a spare block back in the kitchen.